Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Thurman, and it has given me great pleasure to serve as the co-chair of the Achievement Week Committee for 2021. And I would like to welcome you to our 2021 Achievement Week program on behalf of our bossless, Brother Reginald Terry, and the entire Achievement Week Committee. We are excited to celebrate the achievements of all of these community members and brothers this evening. And once again, we'd like to welcome you in your respective places to our program this evening. Please enjoy. At this time, we'll have an invocation from our chaplain.
Let us pray. O Lord, our God, how excellent is thy name in all thy earth. O Lord, the supreme bossless of the universe, as we come to you, men of Omega Psi Phi fraternity, we honor you and we give you glory for your blessings as we celebrate during this founding month, our dear fraternity, for this 110 years. We give you praise, Lord, as we pause to celebrate the contributions of members of our community and brothers who have contributed much in fostering the goals and the ideals of our fraternity and the community in which we live. We ask your blessing upon our speaker, Reverend Dr. Marquise Jones. We seek your continued blessing upon our international leadership, our district officers, and our local chapter, Mu Alpha. It is in your precious name we pray. Amen.
Greetings. Greetings, my brothers. It's my task to read the history and the purpose of Achievement Week, National Achievement Week. National Achievement Week is a mandated program of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated that was originally designed to promote the study of African American life and history. Its beginnings date back to the 1920 Grand Conclave in Nashville. It was at this conclave that Brother Carter G. Woodson inspired the overall idea. In 1927, at his urging, the fraternity made National Negro Achievement Week an annual observance. In 1976, this commemoration evolved into the Black History Month. Presently, the Achievement Week is used to recognize those individuals at the local and national levels who have made significant contributions toward improving the quality of life for African Americans. The objectives of this observation are such: to focus attention on outstanding achievement, not only by giving appropriate recognition to those who have achieved, but also by stimulating others to gain even higher eminence. Second, to implement our democratic way of life by emphasizing that all people must be judged by their accomplishments and their service to mankind, regardless of their nationality, religion, or race. Third, to raise the prestige of Omega by providing a worthwhile project to which our chapter may direct its energies. This united effort should stimulate and enrich the communities where Omega Psi Phi chapters are located. Here is the history and the purpose of Achievement Week.
Good evening. Our speaker for this evening is Lieutenant Reverend Brother Marquise Jones. Brother Marquise Jones, a native of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, graduated from Regent University in 2010 with a Bachelor of Arts in Christian Ministries. He earned a Master's of Divinity in 2012 and Master's of Theology in 2013 from Liberty Baptist Theological Seminary. The Doctor of Ministry from Regent University in 2017 and is currently a PhD candidate at Columbia International University. He was initiated into the mighty Mu Alpha chapter of Omega Psi Phi fraternity in the spring of 2012. He was commissioned in May 2014 and reported to Navy Chaplain School in Newport, Rhode Island. Following chaplaincy school, he reported to CNSL Ministry Center, Norfolk, Virginia in November 2014. He deployed for 6 months with the USS Laboon in 2015, and then for 7 months aboard USS Mahan in 2017 as the command chaplain. While in Virginia, he was active in Kappa Iota Iota chapter. Lieutenant Jones reported to Okinawa, Japan in January 2018, where he was assigned to 1st Marine Aircraft Wing's Marine Wing Support Squadron 172 and served as the pastor for Foster Gospel Community of Faith. In 2019, he was reassigned to Marine Aircraft Group 36 to serve as the deputy group chaplain, covering 5 aviation squadrons and 2 support squadrons. In Japan, he remained active with Sigma Gamma Gamma chapter. In October 2020, he reported to Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickman's Base Chapel in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. He is currently serving as the assistant department head and pastor of Nels Chapel Traditional Service and Pearl Harbor Memorial Chapel Contemporary Service. In addition to being active in Lambda Beta Beta chapter, he serves as the 13th district chaplain. His personal decorations include the Navy and Marine Corps Commendations, Achievement Medal, Air Force Achievement Medal, and various units, campaign and service awards. He was awarded the Colonel Charles Young Award and received the Outstanding Graduate Recognition from Dr. Ministry. He is married to the former Tiffany Myers, and he has 2 daughters and 1 son, Hannah, Taylor, and Marquise II. Ladies and gentlemen, men of Omega, and my lying brother, I present to you Lieutenant Reverend Brother Marquise Jones.
Thanks, KG. I appreciate that introduction. It's always good to see you, and I hope your family's doing well. To our 6th District representative, my brother and friend, our chapter's boss list, executive council members of our illustrious fraternity, family and friends, I bring you greetings from Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. I would also like to thank first the Achievement Week Committee for inviting me to participate in our Achievement Week virtual program, as I am a proud son of the mighty Mu Alpha. I am deeply humbled. Thank you. Nearly 10 years ago, I remember attending my first Achievement Week program. It was held at Calvary Episcopal Church, and I was asked to offer the invocation. Brother Israel Broderick served as our keynote speaker, E Square, Spring '96. Our theme in November 2012 was Our Omega Commitment, a look at the past with an eye on the future. And that was a commitment our chapter, the men of Mighty Mu Alpha, with the support of our community, took seriously. We supported Julian Mitchell Elementary School with career days, holiday markets, summer camp, and continued mentorship. We took that commitment seriously. We supported Garrett Academy, held Omega Days at Charleston Development Academy, provided meals for the Ronald McDonald House, supported Habitat for Humanity, encouraged the learning of African American history with the Black History Bowl, and gave of ourselves in numerous blood drives. We took that commitment seriously. We held teacher appreciation in recognizing the first day of school, sought to build a healthier community with our 5K run walk, stood upright and circumspectly in the face of a terroristic massacre. We took our commitment seriously. We also coordinated and conducted countless other activities, events, and programs designed to support the people and the city of Charleston. Today, our theme for this year's Achievement Week is Omega Men, Protecting Life and Liberty. And if we were to truly give thought to that theme, I'm sure each of us would acknowledge that that's a difficult task. Not solely for the men of Omega, but for everyone who cares about the maltreatment of our people and our community. But nevertheless, this is yet another commitment we must take seriously. Because life is our most sacred possession, and liberty marks the foundation to that which we can enjoy life to its fullness. Protecting life and liberty is difficult, but we must be willing, have a willingness to pursue it with a sense of relentlessness, because every life has immense value. It's a difficult task, but sometimes, protecting life can mean giving your own. But greater love has no one than this, than to lay down his life for his friend. It's a difficult task, but as the great songwriter and philosopher Bob Marley stated, better to die fighting for freedom than be a prisoner all the days of your life. This commitment is one we have to fight for, and we must fight like the children of Israel conquering their promised land. It's a difficult task. But in order for us to protect life and liberty, in order for us to take this commitment seriously, in order for us to properly cherish the most sacred gift, we must be like the oak tree. A poem penned by Johnny Ray Ryder Jr. He wrote, "A mighty wind blew night and day. It stole the oak tree's leaves away, then snapped its boughs and pulled its bark until the oak tree was tired and stark. But still the oak tree held its ground while other trees fell all around. The weary wind gave up and spoke, 'How can you still be standing, oak?' The oak tree said, 'I know that you can break each branch of mine in two, carry every leaf away, shake my limbs and make me sway. But I have roots stretched in the earth, growing stronger since my birth. You'll never touch them, for you see, they are the deepest part of me. Until today, I wasn't sure of just how much I could endure. But now I've found, with thanks to you, I'm stronger than I ever knew.'" In order for us to protect life and liberty, we, the men of Omega, the community, the city of Charleston, must be like the oak tree. That means even in the midst of the storms, when life push and pull us, when life break and beat us, we must stand and stand deeply rooted. For my brothers, this means we must be rooted in our watchword, rooted in our cardinal principles. For all of us, we must be rooted in our purpose to occupy a progressive, helpful, and constructive place in the civic and political life of our community. We all must be deeply rooted in the soil of bravery and courage, and willing to stand for what's best for our community, regardless of the injustice we may face. We must be like the oak tree and stand. Although life, although politics, although police brutality and racial injustice plague our nation like strong winds of a hurricane, even when those we love, we lose them like branches of a tree, even when our spirits are downcast and our hope is shaken, we must be able to remember that we are able and more than prepared for greater usefulness in the causes of humanity, freedom, and dignity. We must stand. So I challenge you, my brothers, and those of our community to stand. The task is difficult, but we all must aid the downtrodden in an effort to achieve higher social, economic, and intellectual life. So stand strong, my brothers and my sisters, if there are any on. In the midst of the storm, our community is in desperate need for those with the courage to weather the storm. Continue to stand. Like a tree planted by the rivers of water, continue to stand when adversity and evil rear its ugly head. Continue to stand when the call is made for real men thoroughly immersed in true Omega spirit is required. Again, I challenge you to stand for the protection of life and liberty. Now, Now I know this is our Achievement Week virtual program, but I am a Baptist minister. So if you don't mind, I'd like to draw your attention to Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 through 3. You may take too long to get there. I'll read it for you. It states, therefore, since we're surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles. Let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinners, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. For my brothers, our great cloud of witnesses extends over 110 years, and we must be able and strong enough to join those notable men of Omega in our striving for protection of life and liberty. We must stand like Benjamin Hooks, stand like Ernest Green, stand like Vernon Jordan, stand like Brother Jesse Jackson, stand like James Neighborton, and stand like our very own son of New Alpha, Congressman James Clyburn. So let us throw off everything that hinders us. Let us throw off petty differences. Throw off pride embedded in protocol because of your pledge year. Let us throw off the barriers of self. I'm gonna leave that alone. We must be willing to share in the joys and sorrows, not only of Omega men, but also our community. And like the forerunners of our fraternity, we all have a great cloud of witnesses from the city of Charleston, from pre-colonial times through the antebellum, those who stood during Civil War, through the era of Jim Crow, racism, and modern day. We all must stand. We all must throw off everything that hinders us. We must throw off our excuses. I'm tired. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Well, what's your excuse? It doesn't matter if I'm there or not. We must throw off those excuses because we all know that excuses are tools of, I hope that brings back some memory to somebody. So my question to you is this: what's hindering you? What's your excuse for not showing up? For not giving up your time? For not being a friend? What's hindering you? We all must stand. And in order for us to run with perseverance, in order for each of us to protect the life and liberty of others, we must stand together. Each and every one of us. We must face our challenges together. We must face our shared pains and disappointments together. We must heal together. We must fight for our community together. And while we're together, we must consider him who endured opposition, him who endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God, so that when we grow, we will not grow weary and we will not lose heart. It is a difficult task, but don't grow weary. Don't lose heart. Continue to stand like the oak tree. Stand because those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. I challenge you to stand. The enemy comes in like a flood because the Spirit of the Lord will lift up a standard against them. Brothers, stand. And don't be afraid, because the Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble, and he cares for those who trust in him. Our community must stand, because no weapon formed against us shall be able to prosper. The task is difficult, but as long as we stand, considering him who endured opposition, him who endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God, then we can lift our chins and set our shoulders and say the last stanza of the oak tree. Until today, I wasn't sure of just how much I could endure. But now I found with thanks to you, O storm, I'm stronger than I ever knew. We must continue to stand for the protection of life and liberty and to protect them together. When my first Achievement Week ended, it ended with Brother Broderick sharing this fascinating story of his life on the College of Benedict. And the way he ended then, I end now. May God bless and keep you, and may God bless our beloved OMEGAPSI, Omega Psi Phi. Thank you all so much for your time and attention. Again, I'm deeply humbled for this opportunity. Let us stand together.
For our community awards, each recipient will receive a scroll to honor and recognize their achievements in their respective fields. In the field of business, we honor Brother Greg McCoy. In the field of divinity, we honor Brother Jerry Harrison. In the field of public service, we honor Brother Lonnie Hamilton III and Mr. Louise Smith. In the field of athletics, we honor Miss Raven Saunders, Charleston native and Olympic silver medalist.
At this time, it is time for us to recognize our scholarship essay contest. Every year, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated holds a scholarship essay contest. This year, high school seniors were asked to submit an essay on the following topic: promoting self-employment and entrepreneurship is an important way of creating new jobs and enhancing the labor market for the unemployed and other disadvantaged groups. In a post-COVID environment, why is it essential that young people change their mindset towards self-employment? So with that being said, Mu Alpha is proud to honor our first runner-up and our first place scholarship recipients. Our first runner-up for the essay contest this year, who will receive $500, is Ms. Brianna Reed from Academic Magnet High School. And our first place scholarship recipient, who will receive $1,000, hailing from Philip Simmons High School, is Miss Destiny Taylor. Congratulations to our scholarship recipients.
All right, good evening, everyone. At this part of the program, we're going to move on to our Citizen of the Year Award. Citizen of the Year is selected each year from outstanding citizens nominated for unique contributions to humanity. The nominee should be a person of local, regional, and international recognition and who are acclaimed by a significant segment of society for outstanding contributions to the welfare of mankind. At this time, I turn it back over to Brother Chris Thurman for the bio of this year's recipient.
Our Citizen of the Year is none other than Mr. Henry Darby. Councilman Henry Darby is a native son of Charleston, South Carolina. His educational background includes a BA from Morris College, an MA from Atlanta University, and an MED and EDS from the Citadel. He was elected to the Charleston County Council in November 2004, where he pay for all employees and employment for the underprivileged. He's the founder of the Citizens Patrol Against Drugs, a national award-winning organization that patrolled the Liberty Hill community unarmed to prevent the selling of illegal drugs. He has also obtained countless awards and recognition for his service to the community, including the Omega Newman Award for Community Leadership, Teacher of the Year at Burke High School, and Outstanding Musician Awards from Oak Grove Baptist Church and North Charleston Recreation Department. Over the course of his career, Mr. Darby has worn many hats. He began his career in education as an instructor at Burke High School in 1980 and was also taught history at Morningside Middle and as an adjunct professor at Charleston Southern University. His passion for advancing education in the community has led him to serve in various administrative roles as well, including the coordinator of the adult education program at Burke High School, assistant principal at Fort Dorchester High School, and his current role as the principal of North Charleston High School. He has authored 5 books and has even traveled to China to share his pedagogical expertise with Chinese educators. As principal of North Charleston High School and while serving on the Charleston County Council, Mr. Darby took a part-time job at Walmart, stocking shelves 3 nights a week to make extra money to help students from North Charleston High School have food and basic supplies or help their families pay their bills. Some funds also went to former students who needed help or teachers at North Charleston High School who needed assistance. Although his efforts were supposed to be discreet, word got out quickly about what Principal Darby was doing. Principal Darby has received national attention as a result of his sacrifices and charitable efforts, including appearing on the Today Show, receiving South Carolina's highest civilian honor, the Order of the Palmetto, and being honored during the 52nd NAACP Image Awards, which aired on BET. At this time, it is my great pleasure and an esteemed honor to welcome our 2021 Citizen of the Year, Mr. Henry Darby.
Gentlemen, I say with all honesty and I say with all veracity that I'm very much humbled for this award being bestowed upon me. Surely if you were to see other principals across the nation, that this effort basically, pales in comparison to what others are doing. They simply have not put themselves to the forefront to procure that the recognition, but I am thankful. I love it. Before I go on, I just want to say thank Reverend Jones for such a provocative and thought-provoking sermon. I really appreciate that. And to all of the aficionados of the organization in terms of the Mu Alpha chapter, thank you all so very much collectively. And also specifically, thanks Mr. Thurman for the context that he made. Really, I don't know what else to say other than thank you. I mean, to see Black men do what you are doing, it lets me know that when I leave this scene, as I get up in age, there are those who are going to remain and they're going to stand up for the challenge, because I will ask the same question: what hindered thee from doing what is to be done? So thank you all so very much. I'm grateful. I'm honored. And if there's anything that I can do to assist, please let me know. Again, I'm humble. Thank you.
Brother Darby, on behalf of the Supreme Bosses of the Universe, Brother Kurt Walker, our 42nd 6th District representative of the Maker Side 5 and Mu Alpha chapter, I'd like to congratulate you on your award. Thank you for all you do for our community, and may God bless you, my brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Linus Brown, past bosses from Mu Alpha chapter, and this afternoon I have the honor of presenting our 4 Cardinal Principal Awards along with our service awards. The first award, which is manhood, goes to a brother, citizen, or group who exemplifies the cardinal principle of manhood. An individual must be a person of sterling worth, character, demonstrating the traits associated with being appropriate in character and marked by moral excellence and courage. This evening, the award goes to Reverend Dr. Byron L. Benton. Our second award, which is scholarship, is presented to a brother, citizen, or group in recognition of the cardinal principle of scholarship that demonstrates the accomplishments, support, educational excellence, awarded to an educator, mentor, tutor, and someone who demonstrates high academic achievement. And the recipient of this award is Brother Alvin Lumpkin. Our third principle is perseverance. And this is presented to a brother, citizen, or group who exemplifies the cardinal principle of perseverance, exhibiting the spirit of brotherhood, togetherness, humility, cooperation, and willingness to go the extra mile for the goal sought. And this award goes to Reverend Brother Bernard Judge. The fourth principle award goes to, goes to a brother, citizen, or group who exemplifies the cardinal principle of uplift and demonstrates the readiness to lend oneself to the coexistence of his fellow man for the betterment of humanity. The award is for an individual or entity that brings out the best and inspire others by their word, action, and leads to exceptional encouragement. And this award goes to Brother Mario White. Now I have the opportunity of presenting the service awards, and this is based on the number of years that the brothers have served within the fraternity. I'll give awards in the categories of 25, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55 years of service. First, I'd like to start with the 25 years of service. We have Brother James Barr, Brother Robert Perino Jr., Brother Ken Williams. Now, 35 years, we have Brother Seymour Wilder. 40 years, Brother Wilburn Gilliard and Brother Nathaniel Mitchell. 45 years, Reverend Brother George Flowers, Brother Dr. James Tolley. 50 years, Brother Alfonso Brown, Brother Jerry Harrison, Brother James Mulligan. 55 years, Brother Clarence Mitchell. 65 years, Brother George Austin. And 70 years, Brother Lonnie Hamilton III. Thank you.
Good evening, brothers of Mu Alpha, visiting brothers, families, friends, and guests. I'm Reginald Brown, also a former boss of Mu Alpha chapter, and I have the distinct pleasure tonight to present the Fraternal Awards. Our first award is the Superior Service Award. The Superior Service Award is given to a brother who has demonstrated outstanding contributions and concern for the activities of the fraternity, chapter, district, and local community. Nominees must have served in a manner above and beyond the ordinary participation levels necessary to implement programs and projects. Nominees should be involved with the organization, planning, and implementation of programs and projects throughout the chapter and as on the district level. Our Superior Service Award for 2021 is Brother Lee Bennett. The next award is our Founders Lifetime Achievement Award. The Founders Lifetime Achievement Award is presented to a brother who has exhibited the highest ideals of Omega's four cardinal principles: manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. The brother should be recognized for his contributions to the fraternity at the chapter, district, and international levels for a minimum of 25 years of financial membership. In addition, consideration should be given to his impact on society that has enhanced the welfare of mankind. Mu Alpha Chapter's Founders Lifetime Achievement Award is Brother Harrison Washington. The Colonel Charles Young Military Leadership Award is presented to the brother who is currently serving on active duty with one of the four branches of our armed forces. While serving in the military, this brother has continued to stay involved with the fraternity, servicing the community through the organization, planning, and implementation of programs and projects. Mu Alpha Chapter's 2021 Colonel Charles Young Military Leadership Award goes to Brother Christopher Williams. Our next award is the Brother Walter H. Mazik Military Veteran Award. This award is granted to a military veteran who, in the spirit of Brother Mazik's epic music, Members versus Men, amply demonstrates the value of fraternity is not in numbers, but in men, in real brotherhood through exemplary leadership. This veteran personifies the true Omega spirit, enthusiastically taking appropriate action to ensure programs, projects are carried out and aims fulfilled. Mu Alpha Chapter's 2021 Brother Walter H. Mazik Military Award Veteran Award goes to Brother Fred Paisley. Our final award, fraternal award, is our Dedicated Brother of the Year Award. The Dedicated Brother of the Year Award is given to a brother who has demonstrated outstanding contributions and concerns for the activities of the chapter and local community. Nominees must have served in a manner above and beyond ordinary participation levels to implement these programs. Nominees should be involved at all levels of each of the programs and projects that the chapter currently is involved with. Our 2021 Dedicated Brother of the Year is Brother Greg McCord. Thank you.
Greetings again, brothers. Our next award is the Omega Man of the Year Award. This award is given to a brother who has made significant contributions to his chapter, his district, and on the international level of fraternity. This nominee should also be one who has made significant contributions to his community. At this time, I turn it over to Brother Carl Green to introduce this year's recipient.
Thank you. Good evening again. This year's recipient is Brother Sean Gordon. Brother Gordon earned recognition for this award because he walks the walk, talks the talk, and his actions reflect a true Omega spirit with extensive leadership experience. He has 38 plus years of service to this great fraternity at various levels, from his days as an undergraduate at North Carolina A&T State University through his graduate days serving in the United States Air Force, and now in military retirement back home here in Charleston, continuing a history of service to positively impact the community wherever he serves as an Omega man. Brother Gordon is always looking for ways to move the chapter and fraternity to a higher professional standard while retaining our essential characteristics of friendship and brotherhood by applying his years of engineering and program management talents to our fraternal initiatives. Brother Gordon exemplifies manhood through his integrity. When he says he's going to do something, he does it with enthusiasm. He also brings that level of excitement to individuals partnering with him to positively impact our endeavors. Brother Gordon is an Omega man that knows his talent and skill sets, never failing to reach out for help when needed, with full knowledge that camaraderie grows when we all pull on the same rope in the same direction. He helped grow the chapter to its highest membership level in years to 141 members in fiscal year 2021, despite the movement of some former members to our newly created East chapter east of the Cooper. He's a brother that believes in benevolence, especially to our more senior brothers in making personal visits and or phone calls just to say hello. Regardless as to when a brother crosses into this great fraternity, he treats them with respect and always has some uplifting words, whether down on their luck or going through some personal health issues, or just looking for encouragement and friendship. If a brother is in need of help or assistance on a committee or project, he does not say no. He just steps right in and assists with full enthusiasm. Brother Gordon is a life membership of the fraternity and encourages other brothers to do the same if able. But membership is never a barrier to friendship. Not only is Brother Gordon engaged in the growth of Mu Alpha chapter, the 6th District, and the fraternity, he personifies Omega's leadership through active involvement and serving key leadership roles at other organizations such as NSBE, that's the National Society of Black Engineers, the Charleston Council, and various other professional engineers and STEM-related professional societies fervently promoting science, technology, engineering, and math education and professional development in the local Charleston metro community. Brother Gordon locally coordinates 2 major STEM outreach programs sponsored by the Air Force Association for an international cybersecurity awareness and education program targeting elementary through high school students and seniors named Cyber Patriot, and a high school space system known as Stellar Explorers. He exalts his beloved university as a leader in the local North Carolina A&T alumni chapter and readily supports HBCUs and other collegiate education outreach initiatives. As a military veteran, he joined other Mu Alpha veterans to be an instrumental leader in the 6th District support for veterans in need of psychological help through outreach of pickleball games. Brother Gordon initiated, purchased, and delivered 30 meals during a local National Pan-Atlantic Council Fish and Chicken Fry event to feed former homeless military veterans housed at the Charleston Vets Homes, located off Ashley Phosphate Road, who are working to get back on their feet and restore their lives as productive citizens in our community. He advocated Mu Alpha's membership in Black history institutions engaged in preservation and promotion of Black history, to include the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, ASAL, which is created by our beloved fraternity brother, Carter G. Woodson, Avery Institute Foundation, and the newly erected International African American Museum, slated to open in the fall of 2022, all to enhance archival practices and community outreach locally and across the 6th District. He has been a mainstay in our chapter's extensive social actions efforts in the Charleston community. Some of the chapter committees Brother Gordon primarily serves on are the Achievement Week Committee, Benevolence Committee, Social Action Committee, Military Affairs Committee, and Reclamation and Retention Committee, applying his years of professional and fraternal experience, including 3 years as Mu Alpha Chapter's Keeper of Records and Seals, along with other chapter duties, to help make Mu Alpha prosper. On the district level, Brother Gordon is the vice chair for the Military Affairs Committee, actively serves on the Artifacts and Memorabilia Committee, supports the district STEM initiatives, and provides support to those serving in several district positions. Brother Gordon continues to be instrumental in helping Mu Alpha maintain well-earned prominence and voice in district and IHQ efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers of Omega, it is my honor to present to you Mu Alpha's chapter, Omega Man of the Year, Brother Sean Gordon. And now to present the award is Mu Alpha Bossless, Brother Reginald Terry.
Good evening, brothers, and all that are in attendance. Again, in recognition to all that I acknowledged earlier, it is my pleasure and distinct honor to present this award to Brother Gordon. To echo everything Brother Green said, this brother that came onto the scene of Mu Alpha Chapter helped set Mu Alpha Chapter on fire. So congratulations, Brother Gordon. It's a pleasure to call you my brother. I appreciate all that you do for Mu Alpha Chapter, the Charleston community, 6th District, and our sweet Omega Psi Phi. Congratulations, Brother Gordon.
Thank you, Brother Bossless. Brothers, I can't tell you how truly humbled I am to receive this unexpected recognition. This award is not about me. It's about a reflection of what we do collectively in our brotherhood. It's how I was raised in Mu Psi many years ago. And it's a reflection of the things that and the chapters that I've been a part of as I've traversed this nation in my military career. And now to be back home in Mu Alpha. I thank you. I couldn't have done any of the things that I've done without the support and help of our current bossless, Brother Reginald Terry, our previous Basilis, Brother Kirk Walker, who is now our 6th District Representative, and all the previous Basili that were in place when I arrived. My fellow Aggie Reggie Brown for scooping me up and getting me right to work as soon as I got here, as soon as he saw my face. I appreciate him, love him, thank him. I appreciate the brothers. Again, this is not about me. That was kind of a lot of stuff there. I didn't realize it was going to take that long to go through, but now I thank you, brothers. And, from what we've done in social actions under the leadership of Brother Bobby Cords, with Adopt a Highway and the food distribution efforts, what we've done, the resurgence of benevolence under our chaplain, Reverend Larry Whaley, and the support he's given me, not just fraternally, but spiritually as well. Also to thank, the brothers like Early Griffin and Brother Bernard Scott and what they've done in reclamation and retention and the outreach that has increased out to our brotherhood. And the work that I've done with brothers in Nesby, Brother Cedric Stewart and Brother Jimmy Strong, and working with kids in robotics and some of the cybersecurity endeavors that I have going on. But in all my Aggie brethren that are in the chapter, I just want to thank you all for everything you've done in uplifting me as we all go through doing the good works that we are charged to do. And I thank you also, it's humbling to see us have our inaugural Walter H. Mazik Veterans Military Service Award. To have that come out of this chapter so appropriately, where Brother Mazik lays in rest, is a true testament of the type of work that we collectively do as Mu Alpha. And I thank you, brothers. And I just want to make one last statement. Again, I'm humbled by this. It's a recognition of our collective efforts. And also, brothers, I know that just means that you want more work out of me. And you'll get it. I thank you. I love you. Rude to the bros. Thank you.
Good evening, all. I am tasked with recognizing all of our sponsors. So on behalf of the Mighty Mu Alpha Chapter's Achievement Week Committee, I would like to thank Brother Linus Brown and the Carolina On-Site Screening and Drug Testing. I would also like to thank Mu Alpha Military Affairs Committee, as well as Omega Security Solutions, and finally, Two Brothers Productions. Thank all of you for your financial contributions so that we will be able to afford the expenses of this operation. Thank you.
Good evening, brothers, friends, and family in attendance. I am Johnny Orr, the Acting Achievement Week Committee Chair. As we begin our closing remarks for this evening, I would first like to again congratulate all the award recipients acknowledged this evening. I'd like to express special gratitude to Chris Thurman and the rest of the committee members for picking up the gavel, taking the reins, and making sure that this event took place in a respectful manner, in spite of some personal crisis experience. I'm most gracious for that. I also like to say that hopefully it is our intent, is still in the works, to have an in-person program in January or February of 2022. Hopefully present the awards and see the recipients in person. Works, be on the lookout for that in the event that may happen. Of course, it's depending on the numbers, what's happening with the pandemic as we move forward. That being said, I'd like to yield the rest of my time to our Basilis for his closing remarks. Thank you and have a great evening.
Good evening again, everyone. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the award recipients for well-deserved recognition. I would also like to recognize the Achievement Week chair, co-chair, and the committee for putting on a well and efficient program tonight. And last but not least, I'd like to thank all that are in attendance tonight. Thank you for allowing us to come into your meetings. And may God bless you. At this time, I'd like to yield the rest of my remarks time to our 42nd 6th District Representative, Brother Kurt Walker.
Thank you so much, Brother Bosselis. And to echo your sentiments and your words tonight, I want to definitely salute all our recipients who won their respective categories, and also all of the citizens who gave time to give to the community, such as Mr. Henry Darby. I gotta idolize that brother in terms of some of the things he's done, in terms of the example that he has impacted the Charleston community, and the national recognition that this brother has garnered and brought a light on the Charleston community with his service to his students. So again, brothers, I want you all to also take heed to the words uttered by our speaker, Brother Marquis Jones. He gave a tremendous extemporaneous speech tonight, and I'm proud of that brother. I'm just tickled to say that I didn't see that part of him developing so fast, but I'm proud to see he has made his self-known amongst the brotherhood worldwide. So, Brother Jones, man, I salute you and keep up the good work, my brother. Brothers, we just stay vigilant and stay safe. I can't stress that to you enough. We know we got this virus, and we got to make sure that we are amongst the living when the story is told. Brothers, please adhere to the protocols in terms of staying safe. I know we came off of a holiday season, Thanksgiving, and I hope everybody enjoyed the time with family, of course, and we look forward to the time that we get to spend with each other on the next Christmas season. Be safe, my brothers. Love your families, and make sure you do everything in your power to stop this coronavirus in its tracks. So I thank you, Brother Bosselis. I'm going to stop my words here. I want y'all to please, again, salute each other, and God bless you all, my brothers. Take care.
Thank you, Brother DR. At this time, we'll turn the program over to Brother Reverend Larry Willie for our benediction.
Congratulations to all the award recipients, and thank you, Reverend Dr. Jones, for an inspiring and powerful words. We appreciate that. Let us now receive the benediction. Now unto him who is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy, to the only wise God, our Savior, to glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and forevermore. Let us all say amen.
Omega, dear, we are thy own. Thou art our life, our love, our home. 'We'll sing thy praises forever. far and nigh, we love Omega Psi Phi. To all thy precepts make us true, live nobly as all real men do. Let manhood be our eternal shrine, with faith in God and heart and mind. Through days of joy or years of pain, to serve thee will be our aim. And when we say our last goodbye, we'll love Omega Psi Phi. Through days of joy or years of pain, to serve thee will be our aim.